Okay, so AI in finance. I know, everyone's talking about it, but do we actually know how companies are using it? Like, are we talking robots taking over Wall Street?
Uh-huh, not quite yet. But we do have some seriously cool, real-world examples. We're diving into a Polish article, AI in Action. They get straight to the point.
Yeah.
4 applications of AI in finance. No fluff.
And it's not just theoretical. These authors, Małgorzata Letacek and Połyszyński, they're the CEO and CTO of a tech company, Column Technologies.
Exactly. They live and breathe this stuff. They build these solutions.
So no ivory tower pontificating here. They're showing us how AI is being used by businesses right now.
Right now, today.
All right, case study numero uno. A service and trading company drowning in paperwork. We're talking 12,000 invoices every single month.
Oof, I can feel the paper cuts already. That's a lot of invoices.
And here's the kicker. Suppliers aren't consistently including essential information like order numbers or cost centers. So someone has to manually process all of these.
Talk about a logistical nightmare. That's incredibly inefficient. Someone's spending countless hours just trying to figure out where each invoice goes.
Yeah, it's like trying to solve a puzzle, but with half the pieces missing.
Yeah.
So where does AI come in to save the day?
This is where it gets clever. They created an AI solution that analyzes the entire invoice content, even without those key pieces of information.
Wait, so even without the order number or cost center, this AI can figure out where the invoice should go?
You got it. It's all about recognizing patterns. Think of it like training a digital detective. This AI model was trained on tons of data, past invoices, supplier info, you name it. So by looking at all of that, it can predict the correct routing, even with missing information. And it does it with impressive accuracy.
Okay, but did it actually work? Did they manage to escape Invoice Mountain?
They did. They slashed invoice processing time by almost half. 49% reduction, to be exact. Think about what you could do with that kind of extra time.
Seriously, that's game-changing stuff. All right, case study number 2. The dreaded cost allocation conundrum. Anyone who's ever wrestled with a spreadsheet at 2 a.m. knows this pain.
Oh, tell me about it. Spreadsheets, formulas, receipts everywhere, a recipe for a headache.
And in this case, we've got a service company juggling multiple locations, vehicles, departments, the whole shebang. Figuring out which expense goes where is like untangling a year's worth of Christmas lights.
Ugh, don't remind me. It's a manual, tedious, and error-prone process.
Absolutely. So how did they wrangle this chaos with AI?
Picture this. An AI that acts like, I don't know, your super organized financial assistant. It analyzes all those pesky attachments, energy bills, fuel receipts, and then cross-references that data with internal records.
So like vehicle logs to verify mileage or employee location.
Exactly. It connects the dots, providing that crucial context that traditional software just can't grasp.
That's amazing. It's like the AI actually understands what it's looking at.
That's the power of AI. And because it can process so much information so quickly, it can also spot those little discrepancies that might slip past a human eye, like a fuel receipt that doesn't quite match the mileage on the vehicle log. Red flag.
So not only does it save time, but it also has the potential to save the company money by catching those errors. That's incredible.
That's the beauty of AI. It's not just about replacing humans. It's about augmenting our capabilities, freeing us up to focus on more strategic tasks.
And speaking of strategic, our next case study dives into the fascinating world of order and delivery matching. Don't fall asleep on me yet. It's way more interesting than it sounds, I promise. All right, picture this. You've got a trading company, right? And they're dealing with thousands, I mean, literally thousands, of order items and deliveries every month.
Oh boy, I can already see the spreadsheets piling up.
It's like a giant logistical jigsaw puzzle. But instead of pretty pictures, you've got like missing informations, wording discrepancies, you name it.
Yeah, that sounds like a recipe for a major headache, trying to match all of that manually.
And a whole lot of wasted time, right?
Yeah.
So enter Indexomat, their AI-powered solution to this very problem.
Okay, I have to admit that's a pretty cool name. But what makes this Indexomat so special?
So it's not just about matching keywords. We're talking semantic understanding. Like it actually gets the meaning behind the words, even if they're, phrased differently.
Oh, interesting. So even if the order says like 50 cases of sparkling water and the delivery document says 50 units of carbonated beverage, it can still make the connection.
Exactly. It's like it speaks fluent business jargon. And that's something that traditional software really struggles with. But what happens when, because it's AI and it's not perfect, what happens when Indexomat makes a mistake?
Ah, well, that's where the humans come in, but in a good way. Instead of just cleaning up the AI's messes, we're actually training it. So every time a human corrects a mismatch, IndexMat learns from that, refines its algorithms.
So it's basically like having a new employee who actually learns from their mistakes, which, let's be honest, is more
Yep.
than we can say for some of us.
Haha, right. But seriously, that continuous improvement aspect is huge. It's not a static solution, it's constantly evolving and getting smarter.
And the results? Well, this company, they managed to free up a whopping 78 hours per month. That's almost 2 full work weeks, all thanks to a 31% reduction in processing time.
Okay, now that's impressive. I could definitely use an extra 78 hours in my month.
Who couldn't? All right, ready for our final case study. We're diving into the world of accounting. And no, before you doze off, this is way more exciting than balancing a checkbook, I promise.
Don't worry, I'm all ears. Numbers are kind of my thing.
Okay, so imagine an accounting firm buried under a mountain of 35,000 invoices every single month. And to make matters worse, every single client has their own unique chart of accounts.
Oh no, that sounds like a recipe for a massive headache, like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with each side a different language.
Utter chaos. And before this AI solution came along, they had 15 accountants manually reviewing and categorizing every single invoice.
Oh wow, that sounds incredibly tedious and time-consuming. So, how did they bring in the AI to rescue them?
They unleashed what they call Accountant X. And no, it's not some rogue AI trying to take over the financial world.
Haha, that would make for a good movie though, wouldn't it? Accountant X, Rise of the Machines.
Coming soon to a theater near you. But seriously, Accountant X is a specialized AI model designed specifically for this very task.
Okay, intriguing. So what's Accountant X's superpower? How does it work? Its magic.
So it analyzes all the data on the invoice,
Hmm.
vendor information, product codes, you name it, and then get this, it automatically classifies the expense based on the client's specific chart of accounts.
Wait, so it's like having a digital assistant who's an expert in every single one of their clients' accounting systems. That's incredible.
It's pretty remarkable. And it's not just about classifying expenses either. Accountant X can even generate the accounting entries themselves, taking automation to a whole new level.
Wow, that's seriously impressive. But how accurate is it? Are we talking human-level accuracy, or are there still some kinks to work out?
It boasts an accuracy rate of over 80%, which is pretty darn good for a machine trying to decipher the intricacies of human accounting.
Over 80%. Okay, that's really impressive. But I'm guessing there's still a human element involved, right? Just to make sure everything's in order.
Absolutely. It's all about checks and balances. So Accountant X does the heavy lifting, and then a human accountant reviews and approves the entries before anything's finalized.
Gotcha. So it's a collaborative process, humans and AI working together.
Exactly. And the best part, by automating all those tedious, time-consuming tasks, Accountant X frees up the accounting team to focus on, the more interesting stuff. Analyzing financial statements, advising clients.
And maybe even having a life outside of work.
Exactly. So you're probably wondering, what kind of time savings are we talking about here? Well, get this. By implementing Accountant X, this firm managed to claw back a whopping 30% of their time. That's roughly 300 hours per month.
300 hours. That's like giving their entire team an extra week of vacation every single year. Where do I sign up for this AI revolution?
300 hours. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? But it's not just about reclaiming those lost hours, is it?
Right. The really exciting part is what this level of automation unlocks. We're talking near real-time financial data.
It's like finally stepping into the 21st century.
Yeah.
No more waiting around for those monthly or quarterly reports.
Exactly. Businesses can make decisions based on the most up-to-date information. That speed and agility, it's a game changer.
As I think back on these 4 case studies, it strikes me that we're witnessing a real shift in how businesses operate. It's not about AI replacing humans, but about this fascinating collaboration.
Definitely. And honestly, I think the companies that will thrive in the future are the ones who figure out how to best leverage this AI-human partnership. But you touched on something earlier. It's not as simple as just, flipping a switch.
Right. The article emphasized the need for good data quality and having well-defined processes, like laying the groundwork for the AI to work its magic.
It's like, imagine trying to bake a cake with like spoiled ingredients in a broken oven. You need that solid foundation first, clean data, streamlined processes to really unlock the potential of AI.
So it's not just about the tech, it's about creating the right environment for it to thrive.
Absolutely. And when you do that, it's not just about automating tasks anymore. It's about deeper insights, smarter decisions, better outcomes overall. AI becomes a tool for real transformation.
AI-powered business vision. I like it. The article also mentioned Poland's plan for a national system of e-invoices, or KZEF, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. How could a standardized system like that impact the use of AI in finance?
Okay, Seth, yeah, that's a data geek stream. Seriously, a system like that could be a huge boost for AI adoption, especially for these kinds of automated processes we've been talking about.
What makes it so special?
Well, picture this. Every business sending and receiving invoices in the same digital format. No more PDFs, no more manual data entry, just a smooth, seamless flow of information.
So it's like establishing one universal language for businesses to communicate financially.
That's it. And for AI, which thrives on structured data, it's like being served a gourmet meal. Increased accuracy, faster processing, a whole new level of transparency. It's like exciting stuff.
It really feels like we're on the cusp of a financial revolution, with AI leading the charge. And I don't know about you, but it's a little bit daunting too. Are we ready for this?
Change can be a little scary for sure. But at the end of the day, this isn't about machines taking over. It's about giving humans better tools. It's about freeing us from those tedious tasks so we can focus on what truly matters.
Beautifully said. It's not AI versus humans. It's AI empowering humans.
And on that note, as we wrap up this deep dive into AI and finance, I have a little challenge for our listeners. We've seen how AI is already transforming businesses. But what about our own lives? What time-consuming, tedious tasks do you face every day that AI could potentially revolutionize? A question worth pondering as we navigate this exciting AI-powered future. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those thought-provoking questions.